Are you planning a trip to Italy? Well, today we're going to give you a list of Italian holidays that you should know before taking your trip.
Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, I'm Rick.
And I'm Andrea, and today we'll tell you which days are holidays in Italy and what you should expect on those days. But first, if you like travel-related videos like this one, now it's a great time to hit the subscribe button down below so you never miss any future videos.
Yes, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit that notification bell, and if you like it, share the video with your friends.
And give us a thumbs up.
Oh yes, that too.
You might ask, why is this relevant for us being tourists? How will it affect our vacation? This could impact your vacation in a few ways, so it's important to be aware of when those holidays are. First, during some major holidays, stores and restaurants might be closed, and this will definitely affect your vacation. Second, during some holidays, a lot of Italians might travel as well, and this will impact traffic, hotel availability, and prices. So it is important for tourists to know when this could happen in order to plan in advance for these holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. So one very important concept about Italian festivities that everybody needs to understand is that it's this thing called Il Ponte. It literally translates to the bridge. And let me tell you, it was a bit complicated for me to understand. But what does it mean, Il Ponte? It means that, let's say the particular holiday happens on a Tuesday. Well, in this case, a lot of people might also take the Monday off, so they end up having Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It's very brilliant, right? Kind of like a mini vacation. And this is called Il Ponte.
The bridge between days.
Right. And this becomes particularly important during the spring or beginning of the summer, when a lot of people might do this Il Ponte and move around, creating a ton of traffic on the streets. So, what days are considered holidays in Italy?
Well, we start with the most famous holiday, that is Christmas.
Not like your shirt, actually.
Absolutely. During the Christmas holidays, people are usually off on the 24th, 25th, and the 26th of December. On Christmas Eve, all the stores and restaurants are open and usually really busy.
Yeah.
While Christmas Day and Boxing Days, all the stores are closed.
Yeah.
And very few restaurants are open.
Well, actually, there is that Chinese restaurant that we
Yeah, exactly. Also, during Christmas Day, museums and attractions are usually closed. Churches, basilicas, and duomos are open, but for mass and visitors and tourists are generally not allowed.
Exactly.
So, if you're visiting Italy at Christmas, make sure to book restaurant way in advance for December 25th.
Right. Even a year ahead is usually ideal. And people do it. They book a year in ahead.
Especially if it's a good restaurant.
Yeah. They just keep going. All right. So next on our list, we have New Year's, right? On December 31st, stores are mostly open. And so are the museums and other touristy sites. But they may have reduced hours. Now, restaurants are very interesting. They will be incredibly busy on the night of the 31st and do what most call il cenone. And what this really means is you're going to be really full by the end of dinner. Okay, so here's what happens. It starts around 9 o'clock, and they just keep bringing you food until after New Year's, and then you toast with fireworks and have all of that kind of stuff, and it's so much fun. But again, you have to plan in advance for this.
Yeah, and usually it's a set menu.
Now, January 1st, most attractions and museums are closed.
Moving on to the next public holiday in Italy is Epiphany on January 6th. This holiday is not as important as it once was, and most stores and shopping malls might be open. Also, most museums and attractions are open. However, January 6th is the official end of the Christmas celebration, and a lot of people might go back home from the mountains for the Christmas time.
Exactly.
For this reason, highway can be really busy.
Yeah, you remember last year?
Yeah, last year it took us 8 hours to drive 350 kilometers coming back from the Alps.
Yeah, usually it takes us about 4 hours. It took 8.
Yeah. January 6th is also the official day when all the Christmas decorations are turned off, Christmas markets close, Christmas tree are taking
Yeah,
off.
Christmas is over on Epiphany.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, after Epiphany, there's no public holidays in Italy until Easter. Now, Easter, as we know, comes on a different date every year and is usually around, the end of March to mid-April. Now, Easter Sunday and Monday are the actual holidays, and stores, museums and attractions, well, they're also closed. That said, most restaurants are open and they tend to be very busy. So, if you're visiting Italy during Easter, again, like Christmas or New Year's, book your restaurants in advance. We say this a lot on this channel.
The end of April into the beginning of May has one of the busiest holiday Ponte in Italy. In fact, April 25th is Liberation Day and May 1st is International Labor Day. Being those two holidays so close to each other, lots of people take 1 or 2 days off and they are able to have a full week off. So it's a big Ponte.
Yeah.
For example, in 2024, April 25th is on the Tuesday and Thursday, and May 1st is on a Wednesday. So people can take Friday, Monday, and Tuesday off and have a 6-day vacation.
Exactly, not so bad.
Also, this is the beginning of the warm season in Italy, and lots of people might travel during this period.
Yes.
In major tourist cities like Rome, Venice, Florence, and Milan, most stores and restaurants are open on April 21st and May 1st.
April 25th, I think you said.
April 25th.
Right, yeah.
Correct. But in small rural areas, stores are definitely closed and restaurants might be closed.
Exactly. And if you're not sure, just check the price of the hotel. If there's a holiday, it's probably going to be very expensive. All right, so moving down the calendar, the next public holiday in Italy is June 2nd, and that's Republic Day. This holiday commemorates the referendum of June 2nd, 1946, when the people of Italy voted for the country to become a republic and get rid of the monarchy altogether. On this day, in most cities, you're probably going to see the military parades, and the biggest one, of course, is in Rome. Now, the parade might be very interesting to see, but like we said before, traffic is going to be a mess, especially around the Colosseum and the Forum. Again, stores and restaurants are usually open in major cities, but in rural areas, they're probably going to take advantage and close.
The next holiday is one of the busiest and favored by Italians, and it's August 15th, called Ferragosto. Technically, it's a religious holiday commemorating the Assumption of the Virgin Mary to heaven. Practically, it is the midsummer day, and everyone is vacationing either at the beach or in the mountains. Around these days, highways are always incredibly busy. Hotels are usually booked solid, especially around the beaches.
Right.
And people are just having a great time and lots of fun. It can be lots of fun, but as tourists, keep in mind that hotel can be a bit more expensive because it's the middle of the peak season.
Yeah, and they might even ask you to book for a week as a minimum.
Especially at the beach. Most terrace restaurants are open and very busy, especially the one that has outdoor seating and you can actually sit by the beach.
All right, so after Ferragosto, there's no more holidays until November 1st, and that's All Saints' Day. This holiday is not really popular, being that it's in the middle of the fall, and not many people travel at this time. I mean, we might start looking at warmer destinations. Stores are often closed in the small towns and rural areas, but in the big cities, it's business as usual. So shopping malls open, restaurants open, and all of that sort of stuff.
The last Italian public holiday is December 8th, Immaculate Conception. This holiday represents the beginning of the Christmas celebration. In most places, this is the day when the Christmas decorations are turned on, the Christmas tree are put on, and all that stuff.
In Italy.
In Italy. Also, it is the beginning of the Christmas shopping season, and stores and shopping malls are packed. It is also the day when the ski season begins in the Alps, and most of the ski resorts are incredibly busy because it's
Yeah.
the first day that people go skiing.
Yeah, and probably one of the more expensive
Yeah.
days as well. Well, folks, this concludes our list of Italian public holidays. As usual, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below because we love to answer them as as they come in, right?
The best we can, yes.
Absolutely. In the meantime, we will see you in our next video.
Ciao.